Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pop Spot, where we pop up all the spots we love in professional wrestling. And this week, or this episode, we are popping about Top Talent Pro Wrestling's 4th anniversary show. I am your host, Andre C. Joining me, as always, my boy, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that rocks everybody's world. It's AWS. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. It's a lovely same day. Transparency, recording both of the episodes that are coming out this week on the same day.
Come on, you're breaking kayfabe, bro. Come on.
I'll break kayfabe when it comes to us. It was it was a great day on Saturday. Got to spend the day with my boy Andre C. We went and had some really wonderful Indian food, and then we went to Top Talent, and it was certainly a great show.
It was.
Yeah,
It was an awesome show.
I can't wait to talk about it. And we're not doing a pop review. Don't worry, I already did that.
Whoa,
I already covered.
Whoa! We need a pop review. This is the Pop Spot.
You want me to literally go upstairs and get the third Fago I have?
No,
yeah, that's what I thought. I'll save it for the LPW show. It's all good.
There we go. So
but we're gonna get into Top Talent Wrestling's 4th anniversary show from the Midway Music Hall on Saturday, June 6th. We're going to kick things off with a King of the Triple Threat contest. It is King Krieger taking on the King of Ultraviolence, Mitch Clark, and the King of Nothing, Raiden the Destroyer. This match...
That was a bit mean.
Nah.
The King of Destruction. He's the King of Destruction.
Fair enough, King of Destruction. We'll call it that. Yeah, that works. He's just never been called King. I've never seen him being called the King of anything. But being called King Nothing is a stupid name. So
it's a three king match.
It is a King of the Triple Threat with 3 kings.
King of Scotland and the King of Ultraviolence. There you go.
Yep. So the match starts off with Raiden immediately squishing Krieger out of the gate. And then he attacks Mitch as well. Match starts off real hot. Raiden picks up Krieger, throwing him into Mitch Clark. Yeet, as the kids say. So we get out on the apron, and Mitch I believe he has Krieger up on his shoulders, and both Andre and I were like, oh God, what we know what he's gonna do. He did not do a Spinley Binley on the apron as we thought. He just did a double A, an AA on the apron, but still looked really painful.
Oh God, that looks
the
so
sound
brutal.
it made. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get a beautiful pump kick by Krieger onto Raiden for a 2. Raiden pops up, and after Mitch and Krieger are fighting for a bit, Raiden grabs Mitch and power bombs him onto a prone Krieger. Only gets a 2 off. Yeah.
He picked him up and power bombed Mitch, but they did like an Ultimate Warrior splash onto Krieger.
Yeah, I forgot about the splash. Sorry. He power bombs Mitch onto Krieger, and then he splashes Krieger.
Well, no, it was all in one. Like, he didn't even hit Krieger with Mitch. He just slammed Mitch to the mat, and he splashed Krieger at the same time.
That spot, then. That's my bad.
Yeah.
But it's still a beautiful spot. Only garners a 2. We get Raiden sets up Krieger for a fallaway slam, but then Mitch comes up from behind and cinches into Raiden, and then he hits a German while Raiden hits a fallaway slam onto Krieger. Massive car crash spot for 2. It was beautiful. Mm-hmm. Krieger attempts the kill shot, his double arm DDT, but Mitch manages to reverse, hit a snapdragon on Krieger, snapdragon suplex, picks him back up, gets him up on his shoulders, and then hits the Spinley Binley.
Spinley Binley Raiden onto Krieger.
That's I just read ahead. That's my bad.
All good.
So he snapdragons Krieger. He picks up Raiden, puts Raiden on his shoulders, and he Spinley Binley's Raiden into Krieger. Only gets a 2, but that was also a beautiful spot. Forgive me. We get the finishing sequence. Raiden choke slams Mitch. He counts 1, 2, but Krieger super kicks Raiden out of the pin attempt. Krieger then picks up Mitch, goes for the kill shot again. Mitch manages to reverse. Then he picks him up, hits a beautiful power bomb, picks him up again, and then hits the ultra violence driver. The ref counts 1, 2, 3, and the new king of the triple threat is the king of ultraviolence, Mitch Clark. That was a phenomenal opener. Again, I always say they kill it with the triple threat contests here. That was awesome, and I'm very happy that Mitch Clark is the new champion. I'm disappointed that Krieger has lost his belt. It's unfortunate, but my sadness for Krieger's dethroning is outbalanced by my love for Mitch Clark getting a belt.
The king of the ultraviolence, now king of the triple threats. It's absolutely tremendous, and this match was amazing. Like the three of them, it was just pure power throughout the entire match. Like Raiden's overwhelming power, Mitch's technical power, and Krieger's like speed and the power mix that he has. Like just absolutely tremendous match. The way all these guys work together here and beat the crap out of each other.
Absolutely, it was so good.
Yeah. So we move on to our second match of the show. It is Sheik Shabazz versus Esmeralda Romano Fugazi. So kind of like testing each other out early on. They do a test of strength. There's this great spot where Fugazi ends up flipping over Shiki while they're in the test of strength. He like flips over him and backwards. It was really cool. Really kind of cool spot there. Fugazi sends Sheik to the floor and hits a huge like tope over the top, plancha style. Just the vertical leap that Fugazi has is incredible because he can just run and jumps from the mat over the ropes without touching them and just comes crashing down on Sheik on the floor. Absolutely tremendous.
Yeah, and then he gets up and he slaps hands with the crowd. Again, as you said, Romano Fugazi's hops are ridiculous.
Yeah. Back in the ring, Fugazi goes old school on Sheik for one. Sheik fights back, hits a European uppercut to Fugazi from a springboard splash that Fugazi was going for. He starts hitting his flying European uppercuts across the ring, but Fugazi dodges one and drops Sheik and cartwheels into a German, but Sheik reverses and slips out and hits a big boot. Sheiky recliner, but Fugazi gets to the ropes. She catches Fugazi with a pop-up powerbomb for dos. She puts Fugazi up top and hits the inverted superplex, almost dropping Fugazi down straight on his head. He got him over right the last second. Like it looked
scary.
That
was scary.
Yeah, but only gets 2 off that. She goes for Tope Atomico, but Fugazi gets the knees up, hits kicks from the apron, springboard Superman form. Fugazi fires up with big lariats and strikes, and he gets the cartwheel into the German, but only gets 2. Shiki comes back with a burning hammer, but only gets 2. Fugazi fires up with strikes, hits a haluva kick in the corner, and then goes around the post to hit a 619. Then hits a big spear in the ring, but Shiki gets a hand on the ropes at 1. Sheik stops him and goes for the razor's edge, but Fugazi rolls through into a sunset flip for the 1, the 2, and the 3. And Esmeralda Romano Fugazi wins on the 4th anniversary show. Great match. I thought these two did really, really well here.
Yeah, it was a really good match. Some great signs of athleticism and innovation from Fugazi. Like we said, his hops. And I really enjoyed that 619 around the corner post. I've never seen that before, and that was very cool. At least I don't think I've seen it.
I know Cesaro does, or Castagnoli does it.
Yeah, I don't watch enough mainstream product, I don't think.
Well, at least he used to do it when he was in the Fed, but
yeah. No, but it was cool. Very cool. And I'm happy that as he got the upset, do love Sheik very much, and I would have loved for Sheik to win. But I also really like Fugazi, and I really like that he won there. So, yeah, it was really cool. Very much enjoyed it.
Fun match.
Very fun match. But you know what else is a fun match? The annual Top Talent ladder match for the shot caller briefcase. You win the briefcase, you get to call your shot on any title you want within the next year. The participants this year are Big Jesse Youngblood, Harlon Abbott, our man, Rich King, right there. Yep, King of the North himself. The God of Thunder, Andy Anderson, and the Highwayman, Issaac Holunga. I personally think this is a very strong lineup. It's definitely, I don't know if it's my favorite lineup I've seen from ladder matches in Top Talent history, but this was a very, very good lineup. Match starts off with Andy jaw-jacking at everyone and telling, how he's going to win. You look stupid and you're bald and whatever. It's like, why would you call Rich bald? You're bald. It's like, whatever.
Your best friend Shiki is bald. Come on,
yeah.
man.
Half of the people in the Edmonton wrestling scene are bald. Come on. But after Andy jaw-jacks with everyone, everyone except Jesse is like sick of him, so they all super kick him, and then Jesse immediately spears him. Very cool opening spot. I'm going to be honest, there's a ton to talk about in this match. I'm going to be coasting through most of it. Issaac in his first of two really awesome springboard spots here. He goes for a springboard cutter, but he gets caught by Rich immediately into a Rich Olympic slam. Beautiful. Then the ladders come out. We get Andy hitting everyone with the ladder, sets it up in the corner. He balances it on the top corner, on the top turnbuckle. Andy then gets tossed into it by Big Jess, and Andre was scared. He's like, I'm afraid that thing's going to come out and hit us, so it did not, thankfully.
And then Adam's like, if it hits me, whatever, I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, whatever, I can take it. We get a buckshot lariat from Issaac as Jess then is reversed by Jess as he slams Issaac into the ladder and then underhook suplexes Harlan into the same ladder, then reverses Rich's tips up DDT to DVD Rich into that ladder. And then later on, we have another great ladder spot from Jess where he, drops Issaac and then he picks up the ladder and he suplexes the ladder into Issaac. It was very cool.
Oh, no, it was in an Andy.
Oh, it was Andy? It was Andy.
He hit Issaac, who was on the apron, then suplexed the ladder on Andy.
That was still very cool.
Yeah.
We get Harlan getting up the ladder for an attempt at the briefcase, and Issaac manages to stop him here. And then we get the highlight of the match for me. Issaac with a triangle springboard cutter, the Javon Evans Rusev spot from Money in the Bank, but it was beautiful out of nowhere cutter by Issaac to Harlan. Genuinely chef's kiss. It was so awesome. We get a bit more ladder screwery. We get a point where Harlan is up on the top corner and it looks like he's going to dive and do a coast to coast to Jesse, but Issaac manages to stop him with a high enziguri. Like he has a mad hop and he enziguris Harlan on the top rope. Where's that? Hold on, sorry, I lost my notes. There we go. Yeah. He gets up top and he's going for like a Frankenstein or some sort of move on Harlan, but Harlan manages to push him, flip him off, and push Issaac off the corner. Issaac flips over, does a backflip, lands on his feet, immediately into another Rich Olympic slam from Rich King, and then Rich does the beautiful jump up onto the top and hit a massive Frankensteiner. I never get tired of Rich jumping up on the top rope. It is so cool.
I love that.
Yeah. Oh God, there is a lot here. We get as Andre, as I coined it, and Andre really enjoyed this look, the ladder sandwich, where there's a ladder in the middle of the ring, and then there's a ladder wedged on one side and a ladder wedged on the other side.
Yeah, and they're in the ladder, but then they're also sitting on the second turnbuckles. Yeah, really cool. I call it the ladder bridge.
Yeah, the ladder bridge. Harlan does set up the ladder bridge. Harlan climbs up. Issaac manages to stop him again, but Harlan is seeing some evil. He gets Issaac set up, and immediately the crowd is like, oh God, oh no, oh no, oh no. And he Canadian destroyers Issaac on the ladder bridge, specifically on the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, like they're on the bridge, and he flips forward, and he lands on the turnbuckle, and they both bounce over the top to the floor.
Oh, it was brutal looking. It was disgusting, honestly.
I was worried for Isaac's health after that.
Yeah, I was genuinely worried for him. Andy starts climbing the ladder at this point with everyone booing. Rich manages to climb up and also attack Andy, and we get two bald men fighting on top of a ladder. Uh,
Bald
yeah,
on
we
bald
get
crime.
bald on bald crime. Harlan sets up a different ladder beside them. He joins in on the fighting. Issaac then climbs up the ladder and joins in as Harlan drops down. Uh, Andy teeters a bit on his side of the ladder and then slips down like a few rungs. So he's like standing on the ladder bridge at this point. Issaac then climbs on the same side as Rich. But Rich, seeing some evil, he grabs Issaac and for the third time hits a wrench Olympic slam on Issaac. But this time it's from the top of a ladder. Brutal.
Brutal.
Then Andy is all alone. He climbs and he's about to, climb up and get that. But Harlan manages to kip up at the last second, climbs up the ladder, fights off Andy. He falls into the ladder. Harlan is up
plunge right onto the other ladder bridge.
Yeah.
And
Literally a nasty
and he's laying there like folded up.
Yeah, it was brutal looking. Harlan is there. He gets up top. He unhooks the briefcase. Harlon Abbott is your winner, and he holds the shot caller briefcase.
I'll say the one person out of this match I didn't want to win won this match.
Yeah, I will continue to acknowledge and approve of Harlan's immense talents, and everyone here did a phenomenal job, especially Rich. I think Rich was the best person in this match.
Yeah.
I would have preferred anyone to win but Harlan, but it is what it is. Harlan won, so we'll just have to wait and see who he cashes in on.
ABH. Anyone but Harlan.
Right? But it was a great match. Like these ladder matches, they always do really well, and you can see why they save them for the anniversary shows because every time they pull one out, they have some phenomenal spots. It is a bunch of fun every time.
Yeah, again, it's an incredibly impressive match. They do incredible stuff, and it's just tremendous. It's crazy. Like one of the spots you didn't even get to it, and one of my favorite spots in this match. There's this huge tope suicida by Harlan to Jesse, Andy, and Rich who are on the floor. Yeah. And Rich gets knocked in the hole. Andy falls ass first into the hole, and Jesse gets crushed by Harlan on the floor. Dude, it was oh my God.
I forgot about that. And Jocelyn sent a picture of Rich falling in the hole. She sent a picture of that to me, so it was very funny.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Like this whole thing, like the Javon Evans Rusev spot that Issaac did to Harlan, absolutely tremendous from WrestleMania there.
Yep.
This whole thing was just pure insanity of a ladder match, and just and you know what? It didn't go a crazy long time like it has in the past, which was a big plus for me because like when matches get too long, they can get a little bit like, okay, why? This, I think, was almost perfect timing amount for me.
Yeah, personally. It felt like the perfect length, honestly, thinking about it. Yeah, no, it was to ape one of our friends' favorite lines. It was glorious, glorious chaos.
Yeah, glorious chaos.
Phenomenal match. It was great. We could have had an intermission here, but Top doesn't do intermission, so we're going to move straight on to match number 4.
It is a triple threat match. Gigi Rey versus Relentless Rylie Rose versus the Hellion, Ava Lawless. Everyone early on, they're trading schoolboy pins back and forth. Everybody's schoolboy pins or schoolgirl pins, whatever you want to call them. Everyone attacking each other. Ava reverses the Sister Abigail from Rylie Rose and slams her into the corner, into a standing rear naked choke. So she's standing on her, she's on her back, and then Rylie runs her into the corner. Gigi hits a Rana to Rylie, then the corner high knee, and hits a running spin kick. She also hits the enziguri to Ava. Gigi gets attacked up top and pulled onto Rylie's shoulder, but slips off and hits a backstabber for 2. Really great spot there. Ava gets this hidden blade to the back of Gigi's head. It looks so brutal. And she only gets 2 out of it. Rylie hits this Saito suplex to Ava. Looked absolutely tremendous. She hits the sky high spine buster to Gigi. She only gets 2. Riley's then standing on Ava. Then she stands on Gigi, choking them in the ropes. And then Gigi does drop kick her. She ends up stomping Ava. She goes up the apron and stomps Ava right into the apron. And then Gigi drop kicks her off the apron to the floor. Then hits a tope suicida to both Ava and Rylie on the floor. Really great tope there. Gigi fights off a gory special by Ava back in the ring and flips Ava over and then gets her into the Styles Clash and hits it. But then Rylie comes in and breaks up the pin. That like she was on Ava's back, and she unhooked down, flipped Ava over her, grabbed her, and then in front of her, then picked her up, got her into a Styles Clash, and hit it. It was this sequence was so good.
It was like crisp as heck.
Yeah, because she was on her back, slid down, and then flipped her back, kind of black slice out, but flipped her over into, and then hooked her up. It was. The transition was so good. Like, absolutely tremendous.
So good.
Yeah. Gigi ends up flipping out of a Death Valley driver by Rylie, hits a pump, gets pumped, like a pump handle kick. It was really cool, the way she did it, but then gets clocked when she goes to on the apron, and Rylie hits a code breaker out from in the ropes, but Ava ends up breaking up the pin. Ava tries for her gory special, but Rylie reverses. But Ava reverses into almost like a jewel heist, like a package spinning lariat, the Chase Owens move.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was called.
It was kind of like jewel heist, but I don't think it was exactly, but it's kind of reminiscent of it.
It was really cool.
Yeah. Ava hits a 619 to both Gigi and Rylie on the ropes. Ava goes up, but gets attacked by Gigi. Gigi comes up. Then Rylie gets involved, and Gigi sent into a tree of woe. Rylie comes up to superplex Ava, and then Gigi does the crunch up and does a spider suplex to Rylie while she superplexes Ava into a spider Tower of Doom. Absolutely tremendous,
phenomenal.
Yeah, that was really cool. And then she rolls back up, goes to the top, hits a spiral tap off the top onto Ava, but Rylie comes over, jackknife pin over Gigi, jackknife just pulling her off of Ava so that Rylie gets the pin on Gigi 1, 2, 3 and gets the win. Holy crap. Just the way all 3 moved together, the sequences they were doing in here, the transitions from moves to moves, absolutely phenomenal. I loved this match.
I also really loved this match. It was a very cool sequence of circumstances. Again, they move like flowing water. It was really cool. And there was one spot that you did miss that I loved early. Ava assists Gigi in doing a poetry in motion onto Rylie. And then they both look at each other and they Jeff Hardy dance.
That was fun. I'm sorry I missed that one.
I loved this match. This match was so good. Again, all 3 of these women do a phenomenal job every time they're in there. And it was wow. Just I don't have words other than wow. That was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I just thought the 3 of them, the way they worked together, the way they transitioned through everything, I thought were absolutely incredible. They each had their own distinct way of doing it, but they just each melded so well into each other, and the transitions came out. There's a couple awkward spots, as there is in every single match, but just that gory special into the flip over into the Styles Clash, the way just that flip out of the out of the fellow driver into the backstabber. There's so many cool spots. That code breaker out of the ropes was incredible. The double 619, just so many cool things in this match. And I thought I was so impressed by the 3 of them. Just absolutely tremendous. But before we get on the next one, before we get to the next match, I do have to say we were originally scheduled to have an Oceanic Championship match between Mo Jabari and Mr. Billington here, Tommy Billington, but Billington couldn't make it, so we got the match that Mr. AWS is about to talk about.
Yeah, it's Mo Jabari taking on a top talent debuting / returning. I don't know if he's actually worked with Top before.
He might have worked the Calgary one.
Yeah. We're going to say debuting in Edmonton top talent. Tony Machete. I haven't seen this guy in a hot minute. I love Tony Machete. He's so awesome. Fans, the other fans, though, did not seem to know who Tony Machete is. Early on, one of the fans memorably called out, "Hey, Tony Baloney, go get him." Tony Baloney. Come on.
No Mo Jabari.
Mo he didn't even really, he threatened to whip you with his belt on his entrance.
He did. Like, I was calling chanting no Mo, and he takes his belt and he's like, but he didn't. Yeah. But it's still a threat, man. I can report you for that. It's threatening. That's a threatening thing, man. It's not cool.
Not that cool. Early on, Mo goes for the sharpshooter to get the match over right away, but Machete manages to roll out of the ring without much of an issue. Machete, later in the match, takes control with his running strikes, and of course, one of the best sling blades in the Alberta indie wrestling game. His sling blade is so crisp. It's
such a snap on it. Like the way he flips around, then just bringing them down. There's a snap to his sling blade that, well, a lot of other people do great sling blades. Don't get me wrong, Star's sling blade's great. Alex Houston's sling blade's great. It's just the way Tony, how fast he spins around, and it's that snap.
It's the punctuation at the end of it. Yeah. So good. Machete goes up top at this point, but Mo manages to dodge and reverse it into a side Russian leg sweep for 2. And then we get towards the end of the match. I didn't take a lot of notes on this match for obvious reasons. But Machete, he gets up top and he goes for a springboard West Coast pop situation, but he's just a bit short. Mo manages to dodge back, and he falls back onto his back with his legs spread. Mo sees that as a completely obvious red flag, grabs him, puts him in the sharpshooter, and Machete, they're close to the middle of the ring. Machete has no choice but to tap out. Mo wins the match, retains the Oceanic Cruise Championship, and then we get the post-match.
Before we go, I guess there's a spot here I want to talk about.
Yeah,
there's a great spot where Tony hits it's a jumping, swinging flatliner that he hits.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's one of those ones where I've seen a bunch of people do that flatliner, but it's the way he jumps and it's that snap pull to bring the person down and smash their face on that. Again, it's that snap he has, and and then he followed up with this super kick, and it's the snap. It's that just like he always has that punctuation on his move, and I think Tony Machete is absolutely tremendous here.
Yeah, he's absolutely phenomenal. He did a great job in this match, even though it was a losing effort. So Mo wins, and post-match, Mo's music is interrupted by one Harlon Abbott's music. Harlon Abbott. Oh my God. He comes out with the briefcase. He rolls in and he cashes in the briefcase like 30 minutes after he won the dang thing. So now we have a match. Harlon Abbott named Tommy Billington on this graphic that
I didn't change the wording. I just put Harlon on the graphic.
Yeah, that's fine. So Harlon Abbott versus
Harlon Billington. He's Harlon Billington tonight.
Harlon Billington taking on Mo Jabari for the Oceanic Cruise Championship. I didn't know you could cash in the top talent briefcase for a Jericho Cruise belt, but here we are.
Ivan said any title in top talent, which this championship has been defended in top talent now, so it's technically a championship that can be cashed in on.
Fair enough. Mo sees the blood in the water and he beats down Harlon early, tries his best, dodges the super kick. Goes for a power bomb, is reversed, and then hits a super kick for a 2. And then we get an earth-shattering moment for the podcast as Andre is cheering for Mo.
Like I literally said go Mo because, like, I don't want Harlan to win the title.
As I wrote in my notes here, hell has Mosen over.
I was just like, come on, no, don't take his title away from him, man. Jeez. So,
yeah, Harlan goes for a healer driver here, is countered, and Mo hits a tornado DDT into a beautiful snap suplex for 2. And then we get Mo goes up top, and he hits the top rope Elmo, as I wrote here. That's another 2 there. But Harlan cinches him in on this after he kicks out into a small package, but Mo manages to kick out at 2. Harlan immediately picks him up when he least expects it, gets him hooked, lifts him up, hits a massive healer driver, and then we get the 1, the 2, and the 3. And as I wrote in my notes here, Harlon Abbott is the new Chris Jericho on a boat, sponsored by Lonely Island Champion.
oh, Harlan Abbott is your new Jericho Cruise Oceanic Champion.
Yeah.
Good for him. He gets a free cruise in November. Because Jericho's now got to bring him on to defend the belt. But like, I perplexed. I was really like, I was torn because my hatred for Harlan Abbott versus my dislike of Mo Jabari, it took me to actually say go Mo in this match. I couldn't believe it. I said go Mo. I'm almost disappointed in myself for that.
I think that might be the only time you're ever going to cheer Mo.
Yeah. Next time it's back to no Mo, but I just want Harlan to win here.
Yet here we are with Harlan as the new Chris Jericho Oceanic Cruise champion.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see how that pans out in the next coming months because the cruise is coming up in November, so we'll see if Harlan can hold it till the cruise.
It's very possible. Again, people, I know somebody went on the webpage and said, hey, Harlan's name isn't on here, so he's going to lose it. Again, he just won it. They'll update and put his name on the list at some point because they're going to put him as the champion on the cruise website. So it's because they haven't been updated yet on the championship change. They'll get his name there. So,
and I will give Mo his flowers before we move on. That was a massive 400 and something day reign with that belt.
479?
479, that sounds about right. He held that belt for over a year. Congratulations, Mo, on a wonderful reign. It's unfortunate that it ended, but I believe you'll get it back. I can believe.
Yeah, just hold on. I'm just trying to find the number.
Yeah, no worries.
Second.
Yeah, you got time. Andre's favorite wrestler is Mo. Andre's favorite wrestler is Mo. Andre's favorite wrestler is Mo.
All right. Jericho Cruise Oceanic Championship. There it is.
Yep.
Oh, and Cage Match still hasn't been updated either.
Oh, of course it hasn't.
489 days.
That is a long time. That is a year and a half, essentially. A year and a quarter.
And you know who he won it from?
Who did he win it from?
Michael Oku. British Wrestling.
Oh, Oku.
And you know who the original champion was?
Was it Chris Jericho?
No.
Was it Matt Cardona?
Yes.
There we go.
Good guess.
Well, that was the name that Ivan mentioned when he talked about the lineage of the belt before the match started. He was like, "Oh, it was held by Matt Cardona." So it's just throw a guess out there.
And Mo was the longest reigning champion because Cardona had it for 358 days, and Oku had it for 371 days, and then Mo Jabari had it for 489 days. Probably 488.
Yeah.
Being it's probably
considering you don't want to count today.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a massive reign from one Mo Jabari, so that's a shame. Hopefully he gets it back.
Yeah.
But with that, we have come to the main event of the evening.
Oh, this wasn't even the first time the title was defended in Top Talent.
Well, yeah, no, it was defended before.
It was defended last year at the K-Day Slam Fest.
Yeah, it was defended there. I covered that match. Was it Raj? I think that was the Raj match.
No, Mitch Clark.
Oh, it was Mitch Clark. Okay, good. Yeah, I can't believe they signed it off during Slamfest. Like that's like a very, as the cards are laid down sort of show, with like an actual, it being defended on this show like an actual show. That makes sense. Yep. But I'm surprised they got it for Slamfest last year. You can check out the review of this last year's Slamfest on our channel. Small little plug there.
And we'll have coverage of this year's Slamfest. Because
God willing.
Yep. So we move on to our main event of the evening. It is a casket match for the Top Talent Pro Wrestling Championship. It is Gabriel Lestat defending against the former champion Weston King. Conspicuous by his absence is Gussie Jones. When I said that, Adam goes, he's probably in the casket. So they fight back and forth early. Gabe hits a Destino very early in the match. He rolls Weston over towards the casket, has the referees open it, and guess who's in the casket? It's Gussie Jones, and he throws the powder into Gabe's face. Big old powder. It was everywhere. People were breathing it in, but it was better to smell than the hot sauce from
last it was like a breath of fresh air compared to the hot sauce. Like, come on.
100%.
I was very happy when Gussie was revealed to be in the casket because I was like, yeah, they had druids bring out the casket. And I'm like, they're really struggling with that thing. There has to be a body in there.
Yeah, it looked pretty heavy, and the casket didn't look light, but it didn't look like 4 druids carrying it heavy. It didn't look that heavy for
it didn't look like 4 people.
I'm like there must be a little fatty in there.
There must be a little ball depot man in there.
Yeah. So after the powder to the face, King then hits a crowning achievement to Gabriel Lestat. Him and Gussie go to double team Gabriel, but Gabriel fights them off and hits a nail in the coffin, aka the Falcon Arrow, to Gussie Jones. Gussie is taken to the back by one of the referees. Tonight we had Avon Fox, Mr. Ian Smalls, and Mike the Fitzpatrick made his Top Talent Pro Wrestling show debut. So
very interesting to see him there. It was really cool.
Yeah. Weston then continues to beat down on Gabriel. Gabriel hits an enziguri, then goes to the outside, goes for his combination cabron, but King avoids the combination cabron. By sliding to the outside, but Gabriel hits a flip off of the apron onto Weston on the floor. They kind of fight everywhere. And the Gabe literally puts Weston's head into the casket and close it over and is choking Weston in the casket. It was great. Again, they fight back and forth, each trying to get each other into the casket. There's a great spot where Gabe slingshots King into the casket, then into the post. They fight again, one more brawling. King tries a power bomb, but Gabe rolls through and gets him into the ropes with a tarantula. They brawl up top. Gabe catches the arms and is doing the headbutts on the top rope. And then sends West in the ring, hits a double axe handle off the top. King gets a chair and does beat up Gabriel with the chair. Gabriel hits an enziguri, then hits the chair, and then King is seated in the corner, puts the chair on him, goes to the outside, and comes over the top with combinación cabron. Shades of some Tetsuya Naito right there with the chair, with booting the chair into his face. Gabriel gets some rope, but King hits with a psycho knee. King slamming Gabriel's head repeatedly into the corner. Gets goes for the crowning achievement, but Gabriel reverses, hitting nail in the coffin. He gets a table set up in the corner, but Weston chokes him with the rope and ends up hitting a curb stomp with the rope, with using the rope.
Yeah, no, it was cool looking.
That was brutal. King misses with the chair. Gabriel uses the rope and uses a rope-assisted Destino. Then hits a Death Valley driver through the table in the corner. He then rolls King over, shoves him in the casket, closes the casket, and Gabriel is your winner, retaining the Top Talent Pro Wrestling Championship.
Very good match. This is the first casket match I've seen in Edmonton. I know we talked about it, Andre, that there's
My
been some
third?
casket matches in RCW history.
Yeah, because I saw somebody, I think it was Tex Gaines versus Abyss in PWA,
Yeah.
and then Rick Jules versus Danny Mayhem in RCW.
Oh, Danny Evans?
Danny Evans. Dangerous
Yeah.
Danny Evans, not Danny Mayhem. Dangerous Danny Evans. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's been a couple of casket matches. This is the first one I've seen, and I was
Yeah.
very happy with it. It was cool. We got some twists. Was very happy again with Gussie coming out of the casket with the baby powder. It was very cool. Some great spots with the rope cord thing there. Really enjoyed the Combinación Cabrón. Really enjoyed the Destino and the DVD into the table. It was just a all around really good match, and it just shows how good Omen is and how good Weston King is. That they can come together and have a match of this caliber. I was very happy with the performance.
Heck yes.
Absolutely. I was so happy that I had to catch up with Omen Gabriel after the show and do a little interview, thankfully, in front of the casket.
Here from the Top Talent 4th anniversary show, here with still your Top Talent Wrestling champion. It's the Omen Gabriel. Stat, how you doing, sir?
I'm feeling great, man. A little bit sore, but great.
Yeah, absolutely. You had a brutal casket match. This casket right here, brutal match against Weston King for your championship. He took you to the limit there. He had some tricks. He had his manager in a casket here.
Yeah, I was a little bit dirty. You know what? I didn't expect any less from Gus, but you know what? I'm glad that Gussie was taken care of right away.
Absolutely.
I didn't have to worry about that anymore. And yeah, spoiled their plans, held onto the belt.
Absolutely.
Weston, great competitor. But man, he came a bit short today, but about time because I got my anger out on him.
Absolutely. A good way to vent the anger. You got a couple of great big shows coming out with Top Talent Slamfest in a month. Big show in August after that, August 14th. What's next for Omen? Who do you think is in line for a title shot?
You know, when it comes to Top Talent Wrestling, I look at that locker room. It could be any one of them. They're all great competitors. There's a reason why it's called Top Talent Wrestling. These guys are absolutely great competitors. I look forward to taking on every single one of them just to prove that this does belong to me. Every one of them, they're going down. They won't stand a chance. But let me tell you, you can bring me to the limit, but you can't break me, especially with the Vampire Nation supporting me, and that is a message from the Vampire Nation.
Thank you so much for your time, Omen.
Pleasure's mine.
Absolutely. You can check them out at Slamfest at K-Days, July 20th and 21st. The next big Top Talent show here in Midway Music Hall, August 14th. Thank you so much for your time, Omen. Catch you at the next one.
Nice. I was very happy with how that turned out. It was really cool, again, to catch up with that guy. He's a very eloquent speaker for having those fangs in.
Yeah.
No, that was it was a phenomenal way to end the show. I had so much fun at this show. I was very happy with it.
So, with that said, time for a match of the night. My boy, what's your match
we talked about this. This is unprecedented. I think this is the first time that we have decided that there needs to be co-matches of the night.
I agree.
Yeah.
So our first co-match of the night, you want to introduce it?
Yeah, the first co-match of the night I can introduce. And with the amount of praise we poured onto this match, it should be no surprise that it is the women's triple threat.
I thought you meant the other one.
Okay, I'll do the other one. Okay, I'll do the other one. You wanted to talk about
you already said it. You already said it.
Yeah, it's the women's triple threat. Gigi, Ava, and Rylie. All right.
I said during the match, I was praising the hell out of it. I thought these two had an absolutely tremendous match, these three had an absolutely tremendous match. This match was phenomenal, genuinely awesome. And then the other one that we picked, because we both these matches were amazing, was the other triple threat, the king of the triple threat. Because our boy Mitch Clark won it, I think it was a big influence for us to have it. So, giving it to both, but absolutely tremendous match to kick off the show, and then in the middle was absolutely phenomenal. So, our co-matches of the night are the women's triple threat and the men's triple threat.
Yeah, both triple threat matches, phenomenal performances from all six people. Again, kind of sad that Krieger. What the fuck? That was new. It was like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith angle. What the hell is that?
My face was too big in that shot.
Yeah, I had too much face in that angle. Both triple threat matches were phenomenal, and just a continuing point that Top Talent does not mess around with triple threat matches. They do phenomenal with their triple threat matches every show.
Mm-hmm. But with that said, we're coming to the end of another episode of the Pop Spot. But before we get out of here, AWS, where can they find you, buddy?
Absolutely. You can find me on the Blue Sky at awscomedy.bluesky.social. You can find me on the Instagrams at awscomedyeg, where I promote all of my shows, all of the things I'm doing, and of course, all the time I'm doing stuff with Andre C here on the Pop Spot. And if you want to watch me, my buddy Andreas, who was not at Top Talent, unfortunately, and Malcolm, who is with us in spirit. You can check out the Morphomania podcast where we shoot the shit about Power Rangers. All of the episodes are on youtube.com/@humanoidfreak2515. And I will give a shout out to the Grindstone Theater, phenomenal theater space for new and emerging artists, subsidized theater space. Some phenomenal shows run out of that comedy theater and bistro, improv, sketch comedy, stand-up comedy, burlesque, a bunch of different types of shows. They just had a phenomenal weekend with the Fruit Loops queer pride block party. It looked like it was a lot of fun. I'm sad I couldn't make it, but I had other things to do on that Saturday, as we all know. My shout out for this time is going to go to a sketch comedy show with one of my favorite trios in sketch comedy in the Edmonton scene. It is called Hamstrings Attached is the show, with a sketch comedy group Ham, featuring one of my favorite sketch comedy writers in the city, Andy Cookson. Such a great mind for comedy. I love every show I have seen him in. He has some phenomenal sketches, and Ham is his main group. You can check out that show at the Grindstone Theater. They're doing 2 dates, June 19th at 7 p.m. and June 25th at 9 p.m. Tickets are $22 on their event, on their show pass. You can find that and all the tickets to all their shows at grindstonetheater.ca. That is enough from me. Andre C., where can they find you, my friend?
You can find me next in Blue Sky at that Canada, Instagram it's at that Canada. You can find me over an hour local establishment where I do my show pointing you every Sunday, tracking the world of sports. Great episode this past Sunday. Go check that out. We revealed our point totals from our Premier League predictions when we did that at the start of the season. You can check that out. And then we did our predictions for the group stages for the World Cup coming up. And then we chatted some NFL, chatted some hockey, chatted some F1 as it was going live and on the show. You can check that out over an hour local establishment on YouTube and on Twitch. You can also find me right here on Backbreaker Video, where I do my show, do the show Pop Spot with my boy AWS. The next episode we will be dropping, will be next week, most likely on Monday. It's going to be an episode of Pop Spot Presents featuring my favorite wrestler in the world, Michael Richard Blaze, Noah chatting his life, his career, and previewing his match, his unsanctioned match with his brother Stephen Crow at LPW 49. So check that out. And check out all the other great content right here on Backbreaker Video. On all the great wrestling content on here, the AEW watch-alongs that you can see the replays of. And if you want to see those live, go to twitch.tv/MikeTheRev and watch them live there every Wednesday and Saturday and pay-per-view Sunday. And then after those on Twitch, you can twitch.tv/MikeTheRev. You can see Backbreaker Pro Wrestling featuring the Pop Spot Monsters. So check that out. And if you want replays of that, go to youtube.com/@Backbreaker_gaming for all the great gaming content that Mike does over on his Switch. The replays will be there on Backbreaker Gaming. One more way you can get in touch with us, the popspotpod@gmail.com. If you wanted to talk with us, send us an email there. You can contact us directly. Both myself and Adam have access to the email, so you can check us out, and we'll check any comments you want to let us. You put them down below, but you can also send to us if you have some more long form stuff you want to send us to that email, popspotpod@gmail.com. Quick shout out TopTalentWrestling.com if you want to see more from Top Talent Wrestling. If you want to get tickets for the August 14th show, you can get the link is there, and then it gives you information on which days are going to be at K-Days for Slamfest.
Can I get a pop for that?
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop. that is it for the 4th anniversary Top Talent episode of the Pop Spot. Thank you all so much for watching. And again, we love and appreciate all of you and your support. Make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe to Backbreaker Video, catch all that awesome wrestling content, and just have a great time. This has been Andre C. I have been AWS. And until next time, stay poppin'. Bye-bye.